Morning, afternoon, evening people, welcome back to the channel. It's the first time here. I'm Tony, this is little Teddy. We're over the allotment. I'm planting squash today, but last year I had a lot of trouble with slugs and snails destroying my squash, which I'm going to talk about in a second. I'll show you where I planted them last year. I'll just talk about how many I planted, what happened to them, before we move on to a potential solution. So those are the three I'm planting today. This is my squash bed. Excuse that bit of a mess at that end. I've been doing a bit of rearranging and putting pallet colour raised beds in different places, so I'm juggling. This entire bed, 10 metres long by 1 metre wide, and some bits about 1.5 metres wide. Anyway, last year planted loads of squash here, about 20. Every single one got destroyed, a whole lot of them. I planted some more using another method to protect. First thing I tried to do actually is I used some of this wire. Put wire over them, put netting over the wire. Slugs, snails still got in. Eventually I found another solution that I used that did work, which I'll show you in a sec. So the other day, like these, I've netted them. They're safe, they haven't been attacked, they're fine. Do the same with this bed, however this bed I'm saving for some giant banana squash. One of the plants today going here. So last year the squash that actually survived were patty pan. My solution last year with this patty pan was I used these domes. Put that over the plant, and when it was substantial enough to survive, remove the dome. They survived. I am using these again this year for potentially some other squash, that kind of thing, maybe some brassicas. So I use this for my Brussels sprouts as well. Link in the description. Anyway, so yes, last year I got 0 winter squash, none of it survived. By the time I planted 2 different lots, it was too late in the season. When I finally got the patty pan going, I got some patty pan squash harvest in October. That's how late it was. So let me show you what I've got. Now don't laugh, don't laugh. I actually ordered a blue one, and what came is a pink one, which my wife's quite happy with, funnily enough. She says I've now got a bit of her at the allotment, she loves pink. Anyway, yeah, so I've got a pink one. I don't think this will be pink for long when it's been on the dirt. I actually got this off Temu. I think it was £5, £7. And I can't put a link in the description from Temu. I'll see if I can find them on Amazon. If I can, I'll put a link in the description. If not, you can find them on Temu if you've got it. So I'm going to try and use this to plant 3 squash plants, protect them. When they're substantial enough, I'll remove this. They can fend for themselves, and I can reuse this again then on another bed, maybe brassicas late in the season or something like that. Let's go over there, get these squash plants planted and see what this is like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and squeeze 3 squash plants under it. One at extreme end, each end, and one in the middle. Just to give them good spacings. I don't know how this folds out. Ah, okay, yeah, there we go. So my idea is, I'm going to peg this down, pour some wood chips around the outside edge so there's no gaps, and hopefully no nasties can get in. As soon as the squash plant is substantial enough, I'll remove it and use it for some cabbages or something like that. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is one at each end. One in the middle. There's the gaps marked. Now this bed is a no-dig bed. By no-dig, what we really mean is a minimal disturbance. This bed was dressed last year with horse manure or cow manure, I can't remember which, and nothing was growing in it, so it's had a year off. So what I'm going to do now is dig 3 holes for the 3 squash plants. I've actually had some rain last night. It has not rained for 3 weeks. All my water buckets are nearly empty. I'm absolutely desperate. We had a small amount of rain last night, at last. But we really could do with more. What I could do with is an absolute torrential downpour is what I could do with. Anyway, so we've dug our 3 holes. In them holes then, we're going to put chicken manure pellets that Teddy seems to like the smell of. But he likes rolling poo, so what can I say? And he's just watered that one. Oh well, you're fertilising them, Ted. You're fertilising them. Anyway, you can see, give you a closer look. Got quite a nice strong root ball on these squash. I planted 3 varieties of winter squash, but I didn't label them, can't remember which is which. Just lucky dip, this is going to be a surprise. Are you helping, Teddy? Are you helping? See, they're really ready to go out because this is flowering already. Been on the windowsill. Oh, move over a little bit, good boy. And then we're just going to get them in there, nice firm, nice and firmly. Okay, so there we are. 3 squash plants in. These are the pellets I'm using. Put the lid on so I don't forget in case it rains again. Right, so I'm going to get these covered. Right, there we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peg it down weight down some bricks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take wood chip. Any gaps around the edges, I'm just going to wood chip. So there's no gaps. Very nasty to get in. So there we have it. Peg down, way down with a couple of bricks just in case we do get any wind. I put wood chip around the outside edge, stop any nasties getting. As soon as they're big enough to fend for themselves, the netting will come off and we'll use it for something else. Like I say, you can find those on Temu. If I can find something similar on Amazon, I'll link it in the description. But I only got Temu on my phone, not on my PC, so I can't really copy a link. Those garden domes, I'll also link in the description. Fancy trying these. Those, I did a video on those last year, they actually do work. So if you go to the gardening, growing veg library on the channel, you find a video last year on those little dome things. Now the video I did last week where I planted the other squash and netted those, I'll put that on the screen up here if you want to see that now. If you want to see how these get on later on in the season, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.